I don't know if you know this, Ursula, but basically, we did have former President Trump share this the other day. We did a short on it, but you guys can check out, which was the day of the birthday of our Holy Mother, ever Virgin Mary. And President Trump did do a happy birthday, Mary, and he used the image of Our Lady, La Virgen de Guanajuato.
No, Guadalupe.
Sorry, La Virgen de Guadalupe. And a lot of people, very, you always have cynics out there. Usually sometimes I'm one of them, but they say, that he's just shilling for the Latino Catholic vote and all this kind of stuff. Other people say it was ignorant. Whatever your take on it, it seems the other side was a little bit ignorant to it as well, because we had Ana Navarro. So I guess she's Ana Navarro / Cardenas, proud Nicaraguan American on CNN and The View. I love America, imperfections and all of it is her tagline on Twitter. So she had posted this when you obviously know nothing about virgins, and it's just obviously
it's disrespectful. It's also blasphemous. I mean, you honestly have to be worried about your soul to say something like that publicly,
right?
If she's Catholic, she needs to go to confession. You have absolutely no right to say anything nasty like that regarding the Blessed Mother.
Obviously, I would say obviously she's not Catholic, because obviously she's not Catholic. Tell me you don't know nothing about Catholicism without telling me you know nothing about Catholicism. But also, it's such a weird dig. You're just really, really pushing to get like a reaction for this. The comments sections it was quite wild. I won't share it. But it was, you have this tone deafness about it, where you just have to, be vile as something, but why would you be vile about a Holy Mother? And another one that I did...
Well, just one more before you go over from that, Fletcher, is my understanding is that some people... Would you bring the picture back up again?
Yeah.
That some people didn't understand that this is supposedly Mary, Our Lady, of the Mother of Jesus. They thought that this was someone called Guadalupe. Well, this is really ignorant, because actually the Catholic Church has certified this image as being actually a miraculous image, that you should really look this up. There's wonderful things on the internet. You can learn more about Our Lady of Guadalupe. Guadalupe is spelled Guadalupe. I might be wrong about that. I'm kind of close. And it was a miraculous interaction between a Saint Juan Diego in the 1500s with the Mother of God, who made an appearance. And although you're not required to believe it as a Catholic, because it's called a private revelation, the church has said it's worthy of belief after conducting its own research, and actually taking honestly like 100 years to research it in terms of scientific exploration of the image. That image that you're seeing appeared on the tilma, which is basically like a cactus kind of poncho that the saint that Juan Diego wore when he saw her, that then was imprinted with her holy image. There's never been able to be found any paint on this image, although you see the image is completely otherworldly. It's been studied by many scientists, including atheistic scientists. You should really look it up. There's really wonderful books about it as well. I mentioned Father Spitzer. He's also done something on it. And so she is, as Mother of God, has appeared other times, and each time we call her Our Lady of where she appeared. So she's appeared in Japan. We called her Our Lady of oh my gosh, Akita, I think. because she
Right.
was in Akita, Japan. She was in Africa in a place called Cabejo. They call her Our Lady of Cabejo. She's appeared in Lourdes, France. Okay, again, these are not required to be believed, but they are ones that the church says were official apparitions that if you want to believe it, you would not be sinning to believe it, but you're not required to believe anything other than what's been revealed to God, revealed by God to the church. So these are things that are kind of interesting areas of devotion that a lot of people do follow to see what was the message that was given to whatever saint who said they saw her. And Our Lady of Guadalupe is a part of Mexico, Guadalupe, Mexico. And it's also referring to also the name Guadalupe is apparently kind of something to do with the kind of region and also the kind of practices the Aztecs were getting into at the time that she was coming against. Because she said when she appeared to Juan Diego on this hill in Tepeyac, it's called Tepeyac Hill, that she wanted the bishop to put a church there and to stop which is where they were throwing babies off. And they were doing sacrifices, human sacrifices there. And this was to hopefully stop that practice by putting an actual church there. And it really had a miraculous outcome you can read about it. So the fact that they would say, as you show us here, Fletcher, happy birthday, Mary. And someone says, my name is Lupe Pendejo. And pendejo is basically a Spanish word that means stupid, but a little bit more rude than idiot. It's like idiot, but ruder. How dare you say that? Her name is Mary. Her title is Our Lady of Guadalupe. Lupe is not anything but short for Guadalupe, and that is the title, but she is still Mary. That's who we say appeared. It's really unbelievable.
Yeah, that's like somebody saying in Argentina, La Virgen de Luján, and just call it, my name is Luján. You're an idiot. That's the place. The place of the apparition. It's not... You're just, obviously, I mean, I was a little bit, unkind there when you're Latinx and have no knowledge of Mexican culture and faith. But they got roasted.
And blasphemous, because my mother, yes, Our Lady, would never call someone a bendejo. That's not how she talks. She's been told, people have said she's appeared to them. She's never said bendejo. In the Bible, we have words of Mary. You can look it up, everybody. Look and read in Matthew. Look and read in Luke. She speaks. She has something called the Magnificat. She starts, my soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord. She says to the angel that tells her that she's going to give birth to Jesus, let it be done unto me according to thy word. She's never said anything that sounds like bendejo.
No. I mean, obviously, this is obviously it's somebody who's not only uncultured, disrespectful, and this has got to be one of those atheist Marxist artists who did this. This guy's name is Lalo, I guess, the guy who did this blasphemous thing.
And I'm trying not to say in my head I'm not going to say out loud in my head what I thought, and I pray God forgives me for what I thought about him just now.
You got to give it, even at least the community notes save this one is like Mary, Mother of Jesus, is given different titles depending on where she appeared. Lady Guadalupe, Lady Fatima, Lourdes, but it's the same Mary. I mean, come on, it's part of this whole thing.
It's common sense. It's like, you know what? If I'm from Jersey, I'm like, that's right, Ursula of Jersey is in the house. And then I move to California, or I do something there, be like, Ursula of California. It's the same Ursula. If I move to France, I'm Ursula of France. It's basically like, basically it's a title of, just like if I was from a different company, like Ursula of General Motors, then okay, I changed jobs. Ursula of Chrysler, Ursula of Lexus. I'm still Ursula. You can't say, oh, it's Lexus, dummy. It's like, no, right now I work for General Motors. I'm still Ursula. It's okay to say, hi, Ursula of Ursula, whatever. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But it's also rude. And this is just, again, they feel it's okay to just insult Trump. When you're supposedly Catholic, you're not supposed to do that.
I doubt this man is Catholic. I doubt any of these people are Catholic. These people are just ignorant, and they basically want to use part of the culture, and it's a sock puppet, because this guy says he's a Chicano Marine. For those people who know, Chicanos usually are Mexican Americans who were born in the United States, and this is somebody who obviously just uses La Virgen de Guadalupe, which is her Holy Mother, as almost like a tag-like symbol, like I'm sure they'll have this along with some other, scandalous thing, just because to them it's just a cartoon. They think, oh, this is part of my culture because they have a blanket. They have a blanket that their grandma gave them.
Okay, I'm snapping for you, Fletcher. Snaps.
Do not snap.
I'm snapping.
Is there a rule about snapping?
No rule about snapping.
I think there should be a rule about snapping.
You're snapping.
I'm officially making a rule about snapping.
All right.
All right, fine. Okay. You can snap.
But it's not for now.
Yeah, they just have this. They have the little candles from the mercado and all that kind of stuff, and they're like, oh, well, this is something my grandmother did. No knowledge of what, absolutely. They think it's funny, which is blasphemous. I've seen some of the skits too, where they have, Mary doing some outrageous things, and I've seen this whole ignorance. My name is Lupe thing. So you're just.
I've never heard this before.
It's
new to me.
It's very narrow.
Straight up ignorant. I never heard anything so ignorant.
This is a whole thing with part of the Chicano community that it's, when they are kind of away from the church, when they moved away from the church, they just had a lot of the icons, but to them the icons have no meaning. It's just kind of like they think it's just, and maybe you have this Protestant Catholic kind of divide where you have, okay, well, they're Protestant now, so but their grandmother's Catholic, so they'll have a cross, they'll have a Virgen de Guadalupe and all that stuff, but they kind of treat it like I even heard, I have friends who have like this whole like idea that Mary is we'll have to do a deep dive on this one day. Definitely. Because a lot of people have this idea that the Catholic used the apparition to cover up that the goddess of the Aztec goddess is actually the one that's pretending to be Mary. Supposedly, they just took it over like they do everything according to
more ignorance.
Yes, complete more ignorance. So you're like, it's ignorance on top of more ignorance because it's sexy. That's like, wait a minute, you can have Catholicism, but at the same time you can have your goofiness and stuff. So I don't know. It's one of those things. It's just unfortunate